Hello, Eisenhower artists. So the supplies you'll use for this lesson, the color wheel umbrella, is plain white paper. We're going to draw with a black marker today. And then you're going to add color with markers and also other crayons or colored pencils. You can mix and match your supplies with markers, crayons, and colored pencils. Okay, to get started, we're going to fold the paper like we usually do to give us some good guidelines for the drawing, to get things in the right size and the right place on your page. So fold it like this so it looks like a book. Remember, don't smash it flat, just a soft fold. Then open it up, turn the page so it's tall, and fold it so it's tall and narrow. A soft fold. Okay, put your finger right in the middle. The fold line gave you the middle of your page, and you're going to put a dot over here on this side, about that far away, and then on the other side right here, about that far away. Okay, then you're going to start from this dot, and we're going to draw up in a diagonal line, draw up and over in a diagonal line until you get about above this dot. Okay, we're making an X. Then you want to go to this dot and cross over, keep going until it's about right over this line. So you've got an X on your page. Now when you're drawing with crayon, you want to press down hard and get a nice dark line. You can go back over it and make it darker. Okay, then through the middle of this X, start in the middle and draw a line going out and stop right when it goes over that dot. Start at the middle again and go out right when it ends up over that dot. Okay, make your lines dark, go back over it, make it dark. Now we're going to connect the lines. So at the bottom, you're going to connect this to this with a curve, kind of like a stretched out rainbow, a curve like this. Okay, and then from here to here, we're going to connect. Make sure you curve it like a rainbow. You can turn your page and you're going to connect each one with this curve all the way across. Make sure you connect it and touch the next line. Connect all your lines. All right, then put a little dot at the points where they all meet. This is making an umbrella, a color wheel umbrella. Okay, see that there? And it has 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now everybody's umbrella is going to look a little bit different in the shape and the size, because everybody's drawing is their own creation. So now we're going to draw this person holding the umbrella. I'm going to show you simple lines to make this person holding the umbrella. Under the umbrella here, you've got the middle fold, right? This middle fold. Over to the side, not in the middle, over to the side a little bit. Put your crayon right there, and you're going to go out a little slant, about that long. This is the person's coat. This could be a boy or a girl wearing a big raincoat. Okay, then come over on this side and go out, not straight, you got to go slanted, out diagonal a little bit, about that long. Then you're going to connect these two with a little curve, and then do another little curve, that's the stripe on the bottom of the coat. And then you're going to make a line right here, that's where the buttons on the coat are. You can put 3 or 4 buttons. How big do you want your buttons to be? Then right here on the side, we're going to make a line that follows this one, and then connect it like that. That's the other part of the coat. And a little curve right here, that shows the arm. And the rest of the person is hidden behind that umbrella. Okay, now we're going to do the other arm that's stretched out and like waiting for the raindrops to fall. And feel the raindrops on their hand. If you start at the top here, I want you to go down and then go back to the side of the coat and go down next to it. Connect it right here and then put another line for the shirt. We're going to draw a hand next. Now remember, as you do all these steps, pause the video, do the lines, and then come back to me. So to draw the hand, it's pretty easy if you follow this tip. Start at the side, right here, and you're going to go down like a letter U. Down and then curve like a letter U. And then do a longer U for one finger, U and U. Okay, so it's one U plus 3 more U's, and then the thumb goes out another direction like that. Okay, you've got a hand now on the arm. Now make sure these lines are dark. You can always go back and trace over it and make it a dark crayon line. Okay, let's do the legs. This person's wearing rain boots that go up over their ankles almost to the knee. So the legs are really easy if you follow these tips. So here's the middle of the raincoat. Go over to the side a little bit and go down about that long. Make another line next to it. Okay, don't make it too thin or too wide, about this wide. And then you're just gonna start right here and curve around and make it flat at the bottom and connect. Okay, let me show you again. Start there, curve like a letter C, curve, then it goes flat across, and then make the back heel of the boot. Now for the other leg, you're gonna start up here and follow this leg. This one's gonna be thinner. Okay, can you see how this leg is wide, but this leg is thin? Because it's behind this first leg. So this line goes closer to it. Go down, but don't go all the way, because then you're going to make a curve like a letter C and touch right there for the second boot. Okay, so the boot, we're going to draw a line right there to make the boot, and across there also to make the boot. Maybe you want to put a stripe on your boot. Next, we're going to draw the puddle. This person's standing in a puddle wearing rain boots. Okay, so start up here like where that boot is, and you're just going to make a curvy line. It can go off the page. Start up here somewhere by the legs, make a curvy line, and go like that. Your puddle could be big, it could be small. Maybe you want to draw another puddle over here that's going off the page. That would be cool. Okay, so this scene needs a line to show the land and the sky. That's called the horizon line. Okay, so we're going to go right here in the middle of the coat, somewhere around here, and make a line. It can have a little curve in it. And then it goes across, so you want to hop over the coat, that little space right there. Okay, so then you hop over the wrist and go this way to the other side of the page. That makes the horizon line to separate the sky from the land. Now we're going to put some patches of grass. To put some patches of grass, I want you to think of the letter M with pointy lines, M, add one more point. Okay, so draw a letter M, but then add one more point, and it could be kind of a crooked M. So like short, tall, short, and add another point. Okay, this looks like little pieces of grass. The letter M. Put however many you like around the grassy part of this scene. Okay, we're going to fill that in with color later. Let's draw the raindrops next. I have a tip for you to draw these raindrops. Think of the letter U, a little letter U, but don't put that extra line on it. So it's a little curve like this, or a smile, right? Like an emoji smile. Put these little U's around the sky, and then on the top of the U, you add a point, and then make it connect. Okay, so the top of the U has a point. It can be a little curvy also. So then you put this pointy line at the top, on top of the U. The U's have a little hat, okay? You can make some really small, some a little bit bigger. So I like to do the U's first, because that's going to show where the raindrop is, don't put them in rows. You want them random. Random falling in the sky, not in rows. So like one over here, then one in the middle. Okay, those are all the U's. And then the teardrop shape has a little top on it. Like a little hat, a curve. It's kind of pointy at the top. Some can be more pointy. Okay, so you're drawing with the crayon. Remember to press down and get a thick, dark black line. I had a stripe here on this part of the coat, so I need to put one over here on this part of the coat. Okay, so that is all the line shapes for your color wheel umbrella. Let's talk color. Right here you can see I have this color wheel on the side for you, so we can keep looking at that also. Remember I told you that the color wheel, the colors are placed in a specific order. You can't just put them in any order you want. Okay, and here's how that order goes. You start with the 3 primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. And we're going to put those on the color wheel first, just like that video, leaving a space in between. Start with red, always start with red on your color wheel, and I'm going to put that right up here at the top. I'm going to show you a cool way to use these markers. If you have markers like this, if you hold it on the side, it gives you a thick line. Okay, and I like doing the edge of my shape first and then fill in the middle. Now watch how to use these markers. Hold it, you're not holding it straight up and down like this. You hold your hand over to the side like that, and then it makes a thick line, and you go line by line, and you can fill in the space so quick. Check it out. Okay, that's the artistic way of using your markers. Lots of artists use markers that way, filling it in line by line. Instead of scribbles, I want you to try this technique. It's important to try these different techniques when you're in art class. So, red, 1 primary color. Next is yellow, and you have to do it in this order. You're going to skip this space, and you're going to put yellow. So let me do the edges first, and then fill it in line by line. This is the order of the color wheel. Skip the next space and do blue, the other primary color, blue. Then I'm going to fill it in line by line. Look how fast that goes, and the color looks so nice and neat. Go back and do any little bits that are left. Using these 3 primary colors, you get the other 3 colors on the color wheel by mixing the colors together. Okay, so those are called secondary colors. Green, orange, and purple are the secondary colors. Okay, now if you don't have markers with you right now, that's totally fine. You can use crayons. So I'm going to do this next step with the crayons to show you how that would look if you're using crayons. Or what if you have colored pencils? Try those, okay? Any supplies that you have will look fantastic with this project. So I already showed you the marker. Let me show you the crayon if you want to use crayon. So the next color, remember, it's a specific order. In between red and yellow, there's a blank space. When you mix these 2 colors, what do you get? You guys remember from that intro video? You mix those 2, the space in the middle, that's orange. All right, so when you're adding color with crayon, press down hard and get dark color. Stay in that space for the orange. Go back and forth till you get all of the white paper covered up. Okay, next. It has to go in this order. In between yellow and blue, there's an empty space. What do those 2 colors make? Green. Work in little patches at a time instead of trying to scribble the whole space. Turning your page always helps to get into all these shapes. Keep going. You need to cover up all the little white bits of the paper. We've added 2 secondary colors so far. The last one goes in this space. So when you mix red and blue, what's in between? Red and blue makes purple. Purple is the last color we're gonna add. Okay, friends, now we're gonna add color to the rest of this drawing. I'm gonna show you some tips. Remember to hit pause, do some parts, and then get back to me. So I'm gonna show you the raincoat. I'm gonna use a marker. I think my raincoat is yellow, but you can make it any color you want. I'm gonna put yellow here. This is the other arm. I'm using the side, the thick side of the marker to make thick lines. Okay, I'm turning my page to get into all the spaces. I decided to do yellow here. You can pick any color on the color wheel. And I'm gonna put orange on my stripe. Did you put a stripe for your coat? Okay, I'm gonna do my boots orange also. And the boots are gonna have a yellow stripe. Okay, what color do you want your pants? To me, the pants should be red. I think I like red for these pants. Okay, and then this person is wearing red gloves, so I'm gonna put red right here. All right, so go ahead and do your raincoat, any colors you want, and then get back to me. Okay, let's talk about the green grass. There's one idea you can do with this drawing. If you want to, you can use a marker to do a thick edge here on the horizon line, and then a marker line right here where we have the grass. This is just an idea, you don't have to do it like this. I'm putting this part in marker. And then I'm gonna fill in the big space of my grass with crayon. But whatever you use, marker, crayon, colored pencil, when you're doing this grass, you must add color side to side. Side to side only. That's going to make it look like the grass on the ground. No scribble lines, no up and down, no diagonal. Keep it side to side, side to side, side to side. That's important for adding color on this drawing. Okay, so here's what it looks like with all the color of the grass filled in. Remember, it's only side to side motion as you're adding that green color. So here's another idea for adding color with the shape of the puddles. If you want to use a marker and do a dark blue edge, try this. So you're going to have blue on the edge. Did you put 2 puddles on yours? You could do that if you want. Maybe you have 3 puddles. So try a blue edge there, and then some little wavy lines to make it look like water. A few wavy lines, and then fill it in with a blue crayon. Okay, that's one way to add color to your puddle of water. And the same thing goes, make sure you only move your hand side to side, side to side, side to side. That's also going to help it look like water. Go right off the page. See, like that? Right off the page. Okay, then I'm going to add blue and all these really cool raindrops. Blue with my crayon here. Or maybe you have a colored pencil that you want to add blue with, a colored pencil. That would look really nice with your raindrops right here. Okay, Eisenhower artists, what do you think of this drawing? You learned how to make a color wheel and put the colors in the right order. This order makes your rainbow order. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, also called rainbow order. I can't wait to see what your color umbrella looks like. Make sure you take a picture and send it to me. See you next time.